What's going on, people? How are we doing? Welcome back to another video. Really excited for this video today. So we're actually going to be doing a Q&A because we hit 100 subscribers. Let's go. I want to say thank you to everybody who has helped out so far and got us to over 100 subscribers. I really appreciate it. However, there is something I do want to talk about before I go straight into the video. So as we were getting closer to 100 subscribers, I noticed that 83% of the people who watch these videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you're watching this video right now and you haven't subscribed, if you could just drop a subscribe just below, it would really help me out a lot. I would really appreciate it, and we can then create this full community together and just have a good time. As promised, I said that I would do a Q&A, and here I am, man of my word, next video. So I've got a couple of questions which I put out over the last few days. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so first question is Dr. Pepper, Pepsi or Coca-Cola? Okay, now this might be controversial, to be fair. I don't know, it's probably not going to be controversial. It's probably going to be the least controversial thing I ever say. Dr. Pepper, I don't like it. Okay, yeah, I'm holding my hands up, I'm just saying it now. I'm not a fan of Dr. Pepper, I never have been, I don't understand the hype. When we're talking about Pepsi, are we talking about Pepsi Max or are we talking about standard normal Pepsi? Because if it's Pepsi Max, ooh, I don't know. See, the thing is, nothing beats like a classic Coca-Cola. Diet Coke can get in the bin, and Coke Zero can also get in the bin as well, but an actual nice cold Coca-Cola on like a sunny day just can't be beaten. However, Pepsi Max is very good. I'll be an idiot if I said it wasn't. So really, I would say it's between full fat Coca-Cola or a Pepsi Max. What do you think is cool? Dragons are cool. I've got a tattoo of one. I know Joe's probably watching this, like rolling his eyes now. Dragon! In every single form of media, whether that's a movie, TV show, or a video game, and there's been a dragon in it, it's always been awesome. That's literally the only reason why I've got a dragon tattoo. That, and I used to love watching Pete's Dragon. If anyone else used to watch that, like the old one from like the 70s, let me know in the comments below. What should I get you for a Prezi for the April gig? You don't have to get me anything. In fact, I'm gonna do a whole video on it, right? But I have a box here, and inside this box is absolutely everything that everyone has got me. Look, I've got all of these friendship bracelets. I might just go into it now, actually. Why not? Should we have a little explore through the box? Okay, so I've got a dog tag here that says the Mercians on. I have so many friendship bracelets. Like, should I just put them on? Right. Put them on for the video, for the vibes, man. We're gonna be here a while. It's actually getting ridiculous how tight this is around my hand right now. What on earth? Okay. So yeah, that's all of the friendship bracelets. As far as what you guys give me for a for presents at shows, the ones that I can get anyway. Sometimes you throw them at me on stage, and that's great. I love it. I think it's funny, but I forget to take them off at the end. So yeah, look how many friends I've got. A baby. Like, I think it's meant to be me because it's blonde. Tech decks, obviously. That is an Owen Trott custom tech deck, as you can see from there. Very good artwork. Drawings, which are really cute. The amount of little letters that people have made for me as well, just with some of the nicest messages in ever. That's always very sweet. Thank you very much. Another friendship bracelet here. So this is a guitar pick on a necklace here. I have got so many of these little ducks as well. Like, I don't understand it. I've just put them in my bathroom now because that seems to be the only appropriate place for them. Dinosaur. I came to the Mercians thing. Okay, so obviously I mentioned dragons. Someone has got me these dragons here. I think this was Keely, bless her. These are very cool. Piece of resistance for what I've actually been given for shows is one of our dear fans, Keely, gave us this. Now, let me just go get it. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a blanket here, right? On this blanket, all right, bless Keely for this. It's a super sweet gift, okay? It's got all my face on, right? It's my tour blanket, and you know what? It's actually so comfy. Like, I'll lay here in bed sometimes wrapped up in it, or I'll take it in the van when we're on long journeys and it gets really cold. So do the other lads, to be fair, but you know, it's actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. I've never had a blanket with my own face on, so I'm very grateful for that. Thank you. Next question, what is your dream guitar? Now, my dream guitar, that's a really, really good question, because obviously we work with Gibson now, which is a dream on its own as a guitarist. You know, they have loads of like aged Les Pauls and stuff, and I would probably love like a really good looking Gibson Les Paul, not gonna lie, like a 59 or a 69. However, I actually had, you know, the makings of my dream guitar, but it got stolen when the van got stolen. I'll pull up a picture of it now, and I am going to do a video on this about, you know, when all of the guitars got stolen, because it was a real pivotal point in my life. I lost both a custom Stratocaster and my Cherry Blossom Tele. But I'll do a whole video explaining the guitars being stolen. That guitar meant a lot to me. So you don't know, hey, maybe it will come back to me one day. I hope it does, because I really miss it. Being a victim of theft is not a nice thing, and if anyone's gone through it, I'm really sorry. Let's move on. What is your best memory with the band? You know, when we got the Jess Glynn tour, the euphoria surrounding that was just insane. I'm not gonna lie, that whole tour itself was a real cool moment for all of us. We were, you know, having fun, running around, playing these massive shows, or even like our first headline tour. I don't know, I've got so many great memories with the band. It's actually really hard to pin down just one of them. I could even say like some of my most fun memories was when we were recording and writing, you know, songs like Dream Seller and stuff like that. Like that was a great memory, because that was such a iconic time. You know, we were so young and just trying to figure out what was going on, but we were having such a laugh at the same time. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of great memories. I can't just pin it down to one. What is your favorite thing about music? My favorite thing about music is the fact that guitar, something everybody can connect with. Like, one of the reasons why I wanted to get into music was so I could create something which would be able to convey my emotions that someone else could relate to. Fancy a pint? 0%, of course. You know what, I do miss drinking from time to time, but I am also really enjoying not drinking at the same time. Like taking this like sobriety thing at the moment, like I'm 3 months in now. It's a really interesting thing to do. Like if you're obviously old enough to drink and you've been doing it for a while, I would encourage anybody to just set yourself like a 6-month target and just do it. The first time I did it, I actually did 4 months and then I cracked. I'm planning 6 months now. If I decide to carry on after that, then that's up to me. I think I probably will save it for special occasions, but again, I'll do a video on it when I get to the 6 months mark. My opinion might be different by then. 0% Guinness is banging though, not gonna lie. And Heineken, I love the Heineken one. What would your advice be for someone who wants to start learning the guitar? Just do it, honestly. You know, just jump in and go for it. It was the best decision I ever made. I went from someone who, I wasn't popular, right? I wasn't good at anything. I wasn't even good at video games, right? And then I got into guitar and now I'm below average. In all seriousness, if you want to get into guitar, see if you can acquire an instrument either online or if a friend has one. By the way, quick tip, if it's an old guitar that's been sat in someone's garage for the last 5 years or, you know, attic, it's probably not going to be in the best shape and will put you off. That's just some advice. I would have started learning guitar a few years earlier, but I had an old knackered one from a car boot. So if you're going to get a guitar, make sure you just invest that little bit extra to make sure it's actually in good working order. If the strings are really high above the neck and you're having to proper push down to make the chord shapes, then that guitar isn't going to work. I'm also a guitar tutor, by the way, just in case anyone doesn't know. As well as what I do with the band, I also teach privately, okay? So if you are genuinely serious about learning guitar, just drop me a message, I'll get in touch. What was your first big I made it moment? Ooh. Okay. And it's on record, I've got a video of this. So when the band first started, we played Firebug, okay? Which we're doing again, you know, this weekend. I don't know when the video's gonna go out. Probably this weekend. We played a cover of Catfish in the Bottom and Cocoon. And on the video, this is what I love about it, when Matt puts out the microphone, you hear the crowd sing it back. And that for me, like I've been trying and grafting on the music scene for years and never really had much luck. But that for me in that moment was like, oh my God, we've made it. We have 100 people in the crowd, which is like, you know, if you're in front of 100 people, that's a lot of people.
Thank you very much.
I would say that was my first I made it moment, because the euphoria from that was like, what? When's the album releasing? Okay, a lot of people are asking about this, and the truth is, if you like dogs, what is your favourite dog breed? Okay, so I love dogs, okay? I was raised with them. I was always raised with big dogs though. Like, I love little dogs, they're so cute and they're full of personality, but I just love like a big lump of a dog. I'm always torn between golden retrievers, okay, or black Labradors. Grew up with black Labradors. They're adorable, they're super soft and friendly, and at the moment my family have golden retrievers, and they are also just the loveliest dogs in the world, so it's between those two. Last couple of questions. Okay, what short hairstyle are you thinking of going for your hair? Okay, now this might upset a couple of people, as I have had long hair for a while now, but I do actually plan on getting it cut. Okay, now I'll just show it you so you can see it in full. Ugh. I haven't done it or anything like that, I've literally just washed it and put it up. Okay, but I am planning on getting the chop. Now, the reason why I'm doing that, okay, so I never felt like I never felt comfortable with short hair. Like, you're not going to see me with a skin fade or anything like that, because it just doesn't suit me. And I've always felt comfortable with more medium to long hair just throughout my entire life, to be fair. And it was only about 2 years ago that I just took the dive and went for it. Now, I've been growing my hair since and getting it cut and then going to like a short, long and a medium and stuff like that. But the truth is, when we're playing live, I know you guys love it when I'm doing like a hair flick and stuff like that. But the thing is that I feel like I'm doing it every 2 minutes, because having your hair fall in front of you like that when you're trying to play, okay, it gets annoying. The first, I get it, it looks cool, but after a while the novelty really does start to wear off, especially for me. Like, so I don't know, I'll put a picture up for what I'm kind of trying to aim for. Whether I get that or not is a different question, but I'm going to be keeping it to a medium length version of that hair anyway. So even if I don't like it, I can just go back to kind of what I had already. I'm probably going to get it cut sometime in February, just so I'm comfortable for the tour in April. By the way, if you haven't bought your tickets yet for the tour, do it now. Tickets are selling really quickly. Enjoy the long hair while you've got it, because it's going to go. Final question, and I think this is a perfect question to end this video on. What's the one quote you live by? Now, I live by the quote, "It's a good life." I have it tattooed on my arm, but it's under all of this. Like, do you see it? Can you see it? Okay, it's a good life. Essentially, that is just a reminder for myself that life is actually good. Even when it wasn't good and I wasn't doing what I wanted and I had no money, I always reminded myself it's still a good life. I've got my health, I've got my family, I've got my friends, I've got a roof over my head. You know, I could be doing a lot worse. Now that I'm doing what I want, my life is now even better, which is amazing. But I like to remind myself and other people at times that no matter what you're going through, don't worry, it is actually a good life. A lot of the time it's just your perspective on it at that time. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the video there. Just a reminder, make sure if you haven't already, just subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. I'll do another Q&A video when we hit 200 subscribers. So hopefully we get there soon. So, you know, I really enjoyed this video. It felt really interactive with you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna attempt to take all of this off my wrists now, okay? But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, bye-bye.